So this is a routine to roll a dice once with this first function, roll it n times with the second function, and I use a dictionary to keep track of how many times each number was rolled, and then finally in the main function, use um, the multi-roll n function to compute the fraction of times each number was rolled. And so to demonstrate this, let me uh, get rid of this main first and run it. Okay, so if I do roll dice for I in range 10, for example, and I go print roll dice, and equals space like that. So I rolled the dice 10 times, and the first time I rolled a 2, and then a 4, and then a 4, and then a 2, and then a 6, and then a 3, and then a 3, etc. So roll dice is returning a random number, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 6, and I'm using rand range from the random module, and this first statement is an import. Then for multi-roll, so let me show you how multi-roll works. So I'll go D equals multi-roll. Let's say I rolled the dice 100 times. Okay, so multi-roll rolls the dice n times. It uses roll dice to create a dictionary. So if I print the dictionary out here, it tells you for each number on the dice. So I rolled for this simulation. I rolled a 1 21 times, a 2 18 times, a 3 17 times, a 4 15 times, a 5 18 times, and a 6 11 times. And so if you look inside this function, the way that's done is, first of all, I set up an empty dictionary. Then I initialize the dictionary so so it has entries 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, but the values corresponding to them are all 0. Then in this second for loop, I'm actually simulating a dice roll. So here I am rolling the dice, and so I get a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, or a 6. And then what I do is whatever is in rolls of 6 is increased by 1. So that's increasing the number of rolls of the dice corresponding to that particular number by 1. And then rolls is returned, and rolls is a dictionary. Okay, so now let me run main. You can see how this works. Okay, how many dice rolls? Let's say 1,000. Okay, so this is a fair dice, and you would expect for a fair dice that each number would have the same fraction of times, 1/6 of the time, and so you can see that's very closely true. Not exactly, but very closely. So that's another example of a dictionary. What you might do to play around with this idea is a little bit is to see if you can't take the idea shown here and roll 2 dice and have a dictionary that is returned that shows you what the sum of the 2 numbers is if you roll 2 dice, 2 at a time, in other words, and the fraction of each time you get a 2, a 3, a 4, all the way up to the maximum number that you can get with two dice, which is a 12. That would be an interesting program.